I'd like to introduce you to our 9KE, which the E stands for enclosed. And this is a fully enclosed ADA and HIPAA compliant unit, the first of its kind in the world. And one of the things that we learned in the last year, a year ago we introduced a unit with a curtain that closed around it automatically. Nice idea. It provided privacy, but it wasn't at a level that employees felt that their records and what they were doing was being kept private. So we wanted to create an environment for your employees which would give them the full knowledge that what they were doing was going to be private. It was going to be their information, and one of the big things that we do is we establish their personal health records that they will own for the rest of their life. And we do, that's the first step in using the system. It's not an EMR that belongs to a doctor or a hospital. This is theirs and they control it, and that makes them confident that their information and the tests they're doing are going to be private. So this was critical for us to do on the equipment. So as we built this enclosed unit too, what we tried to do is make sure that we answered all of the questions that the employees that we have been working with felt were critical and necessary in order for them to have that comfort zone. At this time, what I'd like to do is move to the front of the unit in order to show you the balance of the equipment. We wanted to tell a story on the outside of the unit. And we literally have billboards here. And plus we wanted to bring digital to our equipment. The old method of putting up stationary signage for advertising, really we're way beyond that. This way we can do digital. It's exposed all the time. It will not interfere with an individual taking their tests. And it gives it a whole different look and feel. And that's one of the things we wanted to do, is upgrade our equipment, satisfy all the new rules that are out in the marketplace today as far as ADA, which we are the only major company that provides ADA on our existing equipment. And since we have this full enclosure, I'd like to show you first off what we've done for ADA. And you'll see here there's a button that is automatically pressed by someone in a wheelchair. The door will automatically open for them, which will give them full access. And again, our seat is ADA approved. And one finger, she can open it, it slides forward, and she has total access to the equipment. Okay, these are very important to have on a piece of equipment. ADA is starting to enforce the rules, which they should have years ago. And now the door will automatically close behind her. Now, when she completes her test, there is a button inside the unit, just like this, that she would touch, and the door again would automatically open for her so she could back out of the unit with comfort. And the size of the unit had to accommodate a wheelchair for obvious reasons. Your health and wellness and prevention plan has to start at the top. Your CEO needs to be on this equipment. We have a great digital screen here. We need him on there. If you have your Vice President of Health, we need him on there making presentations. We need employees to understand that health and wellness and helping the employees improve their health is everybody's involved. In addition, this can be changed as often as you want. Once a week, once a month, whatever the health issue is for that month on a national basis can be put on there. Employee of the month could be put on there. The person that lost the most weight. There's all kinds of opportunities. The big thing is to get the employee involved. And another big reason for this system here is it needs to be where your employees are, not in a closed room. And with the privacy you have in this unit, This can be right in your cafeteria or break area where your employees see it multiple times a day. People have to be reminded constantly about their health conditions. And by having this piece of equipment where it's visible and that your employees see every day, multiple times, it gets results. Our usage, in most of our locations, the employees are using this equipment a minimum once a month. And whereas an incentive program is put in, we've seen the employees use as much as weekly. Now, as you see, this is our main entry for our unit. You've seen the handicap. And right here, which is important, we have a list, not a complete list, of the features that we have available on our equipment. Now, what I'd like to do at this time, I'd like to have Brooke, my assistant, come in here and show you as far as the inside of the unit, how it functions. And when you look at the unit, we went through a lot of testing in order to make sure that the size of the unit was going to work. Because one of the things we found is women generally are real sensitive as far as the environment they're in. And so what we try to do is create a lot of light coming into the unit, make it large enough so it's comfortable, and we went through 6 or 7 prototypes in order to arrive at this size. In addition, what we wanted to accomplish is we have, like for example, Blue Cross Blue Shield is one of our clients, and they want to be able to take cholesterol testing, which is important. Well, that requires an assistant. So we wanted to have the available space within the unit in order to be able to do that. And in addition, obviously, we had to have it large enough for a wheelchair. So what I'd like to have Brooke do at this time now is go through all the features on our equipment and how it works to give you an overview.
To begin, touch the screen. Please wipe down your finger and the fingerprint scanner before scanning. To enroll your finger, roll your finger on the pad. Do not let up quickly. An audible beep will indicate that your fingerprint has been read correctly. When establishing a new record, you must apply your fingerprint 3 times to make sure the image of the fingerprint that is used is consistent. If you're a returning member, please remember to use the same finger that you used when you enrolled the first time. Some CSI medical kiosks come with a mag strip card reader and a mag card. The mag card is either provided by CSI or the client. To use your mag card for your personal health record, simply swipe the card in the mag strip card reader. The mag strip card reader also reads credit cards for purchases. You may also use the mag strip card reader to make a payment with a credit card. In order to provide a signature, you can sign the electronic signature pad. For example, a signature may be required to release your records to a physician or to agree to a consent form. To set up your personal health record, start by touching New User. Follow the simple on-screen instructions. Your personal health record is with you for life, and it is a valuable tool for you to use on a daily basis. You will need to establish your personal health record on the kiosk, as you will do some non-invasive tests to set up a baseline. Place your arm in the cuff as shown on the screen. Take a couple of deep breaths and press the start button. Remain seated and breathe normally. Do not speak or move while the machine is taking your test. During the test, when the blood pressure cuff is inflated, it compresses the major artery in the arm. It cuts off the sound of flowing blood heard within a stethoscope. As the cuff deflates, it releases pressure on the arm. The moment when blood flowing is first heard gives the first blood pressure number. The second number is obtained when the sound disappears. CSI blood pressure test measures 60,000 heart impressions during the test. Press the release button to immediately cancel the test at any time. Clean the temperature probe before beginning the test. Place the probe on the forehead. Touch the start button on the screen. Make sure the probe is flat and on the forehead, not at an angle. Your results will appear shortly. Sit erect in the middle of the seat. Please remove any heavy items including coats and sweaters. Place your feet on the footrest below the seat. Touch the start button on the screen to begin the test. Place your hands in your lap and remain still until the test is completed. Please wipe down your finger and the pulse oximeter before beginning any tests. Place your index finger in the sensor, press Start Test to begin test. Remain quiet and still until the test is completed. Telemedicine is becoming part of the future of medicine. CSI health stations offer the ability for an employee or patient to connect with a remote physician or a call center. Employers, physicians, nurse call centers, and assisted living centers are embarking on this new trend. They are finding this to be a much-needed tool when it comes to helping employees or patients manage their health. Additionally, they are able to help connect in real time to review the employee or patient records to make a recommendation. Each kiosk is customized to our client's specific needs and wants, so not all security features or all testing devices are on the unit. This is a great resourceful tool to look up medications, diagnosis, and other health-related topics that come up. These video segments are each 30 to 45 seconds long and cover a variety of health topics. To watch a video, touch the Health Video button. Select a category. Select a video. Using the touchscreen, you can turn the volume up or down. You can also pick up the telephone and listen to the video in private. Each CSI kiosk has a 32-inch flat panel display. The display can be customized for the client as well as used for advertising. To print any tests or documents, touch the print button on the screen. The printouts will appear shortly. When using the kiosk, you might have a question. Look for the Help button on the screen.
I believe you can see that what we've developed here is a complete mini clinic. And what is important, it's a mini clinic that's available 24/7 when your employees are on the job site. And what we're trying to do is make employees understand that they have to take control of their health. As a country, we're broke. And we feel that we provide those tools. And what's very important is when an employee wants to talk to a doctor or a nurse, we provide face-to-face. We meet all medical requirements in this country. In addition, what's accessible to the doctor is their whole health history, their family history, their medications, their allergies, any tests they've done after their initial PHR was set up. Then we triage that employee when they have a health problem. And by having the employee going through the triage, answering all the questions, taking the battery of tests, now we're providing to that physician more information than a physician normally has in front of them when they go to a physician's office. They just don't have time. But we can do that electronically. We are in the electronic age, and we have to have the medical field move into the electronic age. So with our equipment here, we provide it. It's always available. If they have their weight control, they can come in and use the equipment whenever it's convenient for them. Their blood pressure, obviously, we want them taking it on a regular basis to make sure their medications are properly. And again, the program is supported by management, and it all works together. And with that happening, you have usage, which reduces costs for your employees and obviously costs for the corporation. Okay? Thank you very much for the opportunity to present this product to you.